So, okay, today we'll discuss the topic PLL, second method of demodulation of FM signals, which we call as the indirect method of demodulation of FM signal. PLL, one of the popular device. Okay, so it starts with what is PLL, what are the applications of the PLL and its components, then assumptions. With that assumptions, we will solve the simple PLL. After understanding the simple PLL, then we will think on its non-linear model in mathematical form as well as a diagrammatical form. After discussing non-linear model of the PLL, and you know non-linear concept is not going to make my work simple. So because of that, usually we make a system as a linear model by doing some assumptions. So similarly, we adopt the same procedure. We will assume something and we will convert that non-linear model of the PLL into a linear model. After converting it into a linear model, we will analyze the model for the given input FM signal, and ultimately the output must be a scaled version of M of t. If I obtain that, then I can use PLL as a frequency demodulator. So ultimately we need to prove the output of the PLL at the end is a scaled version of M of t. So by that we can prove, or by that we can accomplish PLL as a frequency demodulator, which is a indirect method of demodulation. Okay, so it's a bit concept-wise and mathematically a lengthy process. It's not a lengthy, but it takes some mathematical concepts. Okay, first of all, I'll give you a brief information related to the PLL. PLL basically a negative feedback system. PLL is basically a negative feedback system. So one important feature of the PLL. Then the important applications of the PLL, it can be used for synchronization purpose. It can be used for frequency division and frequency multiplication purpose, frequency modulation purpose, as well as frequency demodulation, which we call as the indirect method. So usually number of applications we can realize by using PLL, and presently we are using PLL as a frequency demodulator or indirect method of frequency demodulation. So then basically PL consists of three components. Basically PL consists of three components: a multiplier, a loop filter, and VCO. Consists of a multiplier, loop filter, and a VCO connected in negative feedback system. Connected in a negative feedback system, or in the form of feedback loop as shown in the diagram. So multiplier, the input S of t FM R of t, the output is E of t, that is given as an input to a loop filter. Then the output, I'll take this as V of t, and a simple block diagram of a PLL as a closed feedback system consisting of the three components: multiplier, loop filter, and VCO. So you know that VCO basically FM generator. VCO basically a FM generator. In the topic direct method of FM generation, we use ultimately voltage controlled oscillator is a device that generates the FM signal. Usually it is a NBFM. Further, by using stages of multiplication with mixer, it is possible to convert it into its equivalent WP FM signal. Okay. So now the mathematical analysis of this PLL starts with some assumptions. Assumptions means actually it is the initial condition of the PLL. The initial condition of the PLL. So initially we assume so that VCO adjusted such that when control voltage is zero, the two conditions are satisfied. Control voltage is zero. This is very important because initially the input to a VCO, which we call as a control voltage, is going to become zero, and under this condition, so the two important conditions must be satisfied. First one, frequency of the VCO is precisely set to Fc. Frequency of VCO is exactly Fc. The second one, VCO output has 90-degree phase shift. With respect to this, unmodulated carrier. So these are the two important assumptions. The conditions are reset. So the condition of what? When there is a control voltage is zero, so there is no control voltage as the input to the VCO. Under this condition, the R of T, which is output of the VCO, is having the frequency Fc, which is unmodulated carrier frequency. The second one is VCO output has 90-degree phase shift with respect to unmodulated carrier. So whatever the S of T you are using, the R of T is having 90-degree phase shift with respect to this. So if it is a cos 2 pi FCT plus 2 pi KF integration of 0 to M of T, then it will become sin. 90-degree phase shift. So cos becomes sin, sin becomes cos. So with these two important assumptions, now we start writing mathematical equations and we will analyze the field text. Sorry, PLL. So input of the PLL is what? As the PLL I am using as a demodulator, input of the PLL is a modulated signal S of T, but in this case I am taking S of T as a FM signal. So therefore, S of T is equals to, I write S of T is a FM signal. You know mathematical equation for S of t, I will write here AC sine 2 pi FCT plus phi 1 of t is equation number 1, where phi 1 of t is equals to what? 2 pi kf 0 to t m of tau d tau. Instead of writing this lengthy, same short, I will take it as a phi 1 of t. But enter phi 1 of t equals to 2 pi kf integration of 0 to t m of t m of tau d tau. Similarly, VCO output of the PLL. So what is the VCO output of the PLL? So it is R of t. You know, the R of t is 90-degree phase shift with respect to the input S of t. That's what I am writing here. AC cos. It is also at the same frequency of this carrier. FC 2 pi FCT plus, I will write here phi 2 of t, where phi 2 of t equals to what? Phi 2 of t. Phi 2 of t is the output of this VCO signal. You know, VCO output is the FM signal. You know, VCO is a frequency modulator. So by default, output of the VCO is FM signal. The control voltage is this, which is going to act like a M of t. For this VCO, it is going to act like M of t, and the output is going to become a FM signal, R of t. So now, as it is going to become control signal like a message signal, then I can write phi 2 of t equals to 2 pi kV. Please mute from your side. What is the input? Please mute somebody. So please mute from your side. Somebody is unmuted state. Okay. What is the input here? As a control signal, I am giving V of t. Control signal is V of t. In case of FM, control signal is M of t. As M of t changes, frequency changes. But in this case, VCO control signal is V of t. That's what it is. V of t or V of tau d2. Call this equation number 2, 3, and 4. Where kV is frequency sensitivity of the VCO. Again, it is the same unit, hertz per volt. Always VCO is having frequency sensitivity term, because it varies the frequency at output with respect to the input instantaneous amplitude. So because of that, frequency sensitivity it is having, that we are defined in terms of how much hertz is changing at output for a instantaneous voltage change in volts. So you should hertz per volt. So after having these 4 equations, so next is to understand the PLL, to understand the working principle of the PLL, it is necessary to do it mathematical modeling as well as a physical modeling. So once I model it, then I can analyze and I can think what particularly the role that PLL is going to perform or act in a particular condition. So it is not doing one operation in all the conditions. Depending upon the conditions of the signal, it is going to perform in a, or depending upon the conditions of the devices what I am using in the PLL, it is going to perform a different operation. A number of operations I can implement. So, for this purpose, to analyze the PLL action or the role for the particular application and what conditions I need to assign for the component so that I am going to get a particular application implementation. So, for this purpose, usually we are developing an understanding of the PLL by describing to have a model of the PLL. So PLL model is must. So for that purpose, PLL model we consider non-linear model. Then we will go to its linear model. Once we understand the non-linear model, then we can think: is it possible to use that model for my analysis purpose? If it finds difficult, then ultimately we go for its equivalent non-linear model simplification purpose. Okay. So this is only a initial status. I have given the details of the PLL in terms of its block diagram and its connection, components and connection, and initial conditions, the inputs. After having these components, next we will do it a modeling, model analysis. So reading a non-linear model of the PLL. So get look. After PLL. So say, you know what is S of t, what is R of t, and what operation you are performing, and what you are getting. So do the mathematical work. Now you do the mathematical work, that's all. Okay? So, what I am giving input? FF signal S of t, which is defined in equation 1 and 2. R of t defined in equation 3, along with the term phi 2 of t in equation number 4. So, what I am doing operation here? What the PLL is doing, the first operation on my signal? A multiplication. So, it is multiplying S of t into R of t. So, you do that multiplication. What you are getting E of t? You calculate it. So what actually you are getting? E of t equals to what? From the diagram, E of t equals to R of t into S of t. So into operation is a multiplier. Substitute the R of t and S of t. That is, R of t is AV cos 2 pi FCT into phi 2 of t, AC cos, sin 2 pi FCT into phi 1 of t. So just multiplication of R of t and S of t, which is equals to Km is called as multiplier gain. Km is called as multiplier gain. AC AV, then cos A into sin B. Cos A into sin B is equals to what? Cos A into sin B is equals to sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B to 1 by 2. Okay, so write in the form of sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B. Sin of A plus B is what? Sin of A plus B 4 pi FCT plus phi 1 of t plus phi 2 of t plus sin of A minus B, it is phi 1 minus phi 2 of t. phi 1 of t minus phi 2 of t. So this is what the product I am getting at output of the multipliers. It is r of t into s of t. Cos a into sin b. So is equals to sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. I am getting with some amplitude. Km is called as, where Km is called as multiplier b. Measured in per volt. Okay. So next you observe the terms in terms of its frequency. It is not a simple mathematics. After doing mathematics, you take the terms as a signal component and you please go through the signal components of the first term, signal component of the second term, along with some constant amplitude, along with some multiplied constant value. Don't worry about this constant value. Anyway, what frequency components are there? The first one and second one. So first one gives you what? It is giving you high frequency components. It's giving you high frequency components. High means input is Fc into Fc, and I am going to get it is a 4 pi Fc instead of 2 pi Fc. It is 4 pi Fct, which is get a double. That's what it is called as high frequency component appearing. So please mute. Some of you please. So please mute from your side. Somebody is unmuted. See, please mute from your side. Don't disturb the class. Okay. So the first term is giving you 4 pi Fct instead of 2 pi Fct. I am getting 4 pi Fct means what? Actually it is a double frequency, which is a high frequency component appearing in the form of double frequency, and the second one is going to become low frequency component compared to the first, and it is going to be present in the form of different frequency. So this I take this as a difference frequency term, and first one double frequency term. High frequency in the form of double, low frequency in the form of difference. So I call it by double frequency and difference frequency, or high frequency and the low frequency. So in terms of frequency we are discussing the components. Okay. So E of t is available with two components. One is high frequency in the form of double frequency. Another one is a low frequency component in the form of difference frequency. So then what next actually the operation we are doing? Basically the loop filter is a low pass filter. As my loop filter is basically low pass filter, what is the response of this filter for the input E of t, which in turn contains high frequency components in the form of double frequency, low frequency component in the form of difference frequency. What is the response of this filter for the input E of t? Anybody? How it responds? Please. Manas? So what a recipe, sir? Is the diagram is visible or not? Yes. See, my E of t is given by this equation, where my E of t is having two terms. One is high frequency term, another one is a low frequency term. 4 pi Fct plus 5t plus 5t is the high frequency component. Sin of I1t minus 5t is the low frequency component. It is the input to the loop filter, which is basically a low pass filter. So how this filter will respond to the input S of t? What is the response of that filter? Means filter. Is it filter? Yes. So please. Manas. Only one person. Please don't. Remaining people. Please mute from your side. Somebody unmuted. Okay, Manas. What is the response? Okay, okay. So you mute it. You mute it. No problem. Pooja Bhatt. Pooja Bhatt. Is it edible? So, is there answer for my question? Mallamma? 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 So, question answer. Is the question is cleared or not? Question is cleared or not? Yeah, it's E of t. E of t is given as an input to the filter. Okay, E of t is given as an input to the filter. E of t mathematically defined here. My question: what is the response of this filter? Basic. Okay. So please all of you unmute. Sorry, what? Please all of you mute it. I think there's a problem of network. Mute. I will explain you. Input is E of t containing high frequency component and low frequency component. As my low pass filter is the next operation, the next block, input is E of t, action is low pass action. So it perfectly attenuates the high frequency components and it passes only a low frequency component. Yes or no? So it attenuates the first term, it passes only the second term. The response of the filter is negligible for high frequency component and it only gives a response to this low frequency component because it is a low pass filter. Hence I can write E of t equals to discard the first term. Discard the first term, remove the first term because the response is 0. It is not considering it. So I am writing here E of t is equals to Km AC AV sine of phi of t. Equation number 5. Sine of phi of t, where phi of t is equals to phasor phi of t equals to phi 1 of t minus phi 2 of t. I write here phi 1 of t minus phi 2 equals to 2 pi kV 0 to t v of t or v of tau d tau. V of tau d tau. Phi of t is equals to phi 1 minus phi 2 called as phase error between the S of t and R of t. So take this as equation number 6. Okay. So now, in general, I can write the loop filter which operates on the input E of t to produce the output V of t by the convolution integral. So in general, I can express the output of the loop filter, which is V of t, for the input E of t in the form of convolution integral. So by using that convolution integral representation of the response of the filter, V of t is equals to minus infinity to plus infinity E of tau into h of t minus tau d tau, where h of t is the transfer function of the loop filters, where h of t is the transfer function of the loop filter. So I am writing the response of the loop filter in terms of its integral convolution form. Okay, so after writing this equation, please give the equation number as 7, and this equation 7 is very important. I am writing in general convolution form of the response of the loop filter. I think this you studied in maybe SNS, the convolution integral form. Okay, once we write it, where h of t is called as video. Is video or okay. Yeah, it's fine. Now, now is it visible? Now is it visible? Faisal? Now is it visible or not? Okay, handwriting is not. You want to. I want to. I think you're expecting to write in a small, big size. Okay. That's what the loop filter is only responding for the low frequency component. I am writing here E of t equals to only low frequency components I will consider, because filter is not responding for high frequency components. So Km AC AB sine of phi of t as equation number 6, where phi of t is called as phase error phi 1 of t minus phi 2 of t. This is what the equation 7. Sorry, phi of t is called as phase error phi 1 of t minus phi 2 of t, which is equals to phi 1 of t minus phi 2 of t from equation number 4, 2 pi kb 0 to t v of tau d tau. So now I want to think of this v of tau or v of t by referring to the diagram. So I can express the loop filter which is having a transfer function h of t, the output or the response of this filter in terms of convolution integral form. I can write v of t equals to minus infinity to plus infinity e of tau into h of t minus tau d tau. So call this as equation number 6 and 7. So convolution integral form. This is a general equation. So this is what the change now. I am shifting from my simple input output operation concepts to writing the response of the loop filter having transfer function h of t in the form of convolution integral. So then, after writing this, you need to find what is E of tau. I know E of t. From equation I know E of t. So next I need to find E of tau. So that's what, referring to equation 6, I can write E of tau referring to equation 6. E of t is replaced by tau. E of tau equals to Km ACAB sine of phi of tau. Instead of t, replace t by tau, it's going to give you tau. So once you know E of tau, substitute this equation. So substituting this, think, so here you call this as 7a. Substituting 7a in 7. 7a in 7. So first you substitute 7 in 6, then substitute 7a in 7. Okay, V of tau you substitute here. In place of V of t you substitute this equation. In place of E of tau you substitute this term. So you are going to get phi of tau equals to, therefore phi of t equals to phi 1 of t minus 2 pi kV integration of 0 to t integration of minus to plus infinity. It is E of tau into h of E of tau is what? Km AC AV sine of phi of tau into h of t minus tau d tau. We call this equation number. Okay, so now simply I am substituting V of t and please mute. Please mute, all of you mute from your side. Okay, see I am substituting equation 7 as a V of t. E of t into h of E of tau into h of t of tau, 0 to t and 0 to, 0 to t is a one integration, and substituting this V of t minus infinity to plus infinity E of tau into h of t minus tau. So therefore the double integration. After that E of tau is substituted. So now after getting this equation, differentiate on both sides with respect to time. Differentiate this equation both sides with respect to time. So by the differentiation, what I get? D phi of t divided by dt equals to d phi 1 of t divided by dt minus 2 pi kV. Integration differentiation will cancel. The one integration is left, minus infinity to plus infinity sine of 2 pi k0 I will write here. So this kV, km, AC, AB total I will take k0 sine of phi of tau h of t minus tau d tau as equation number 8. So I think this equation number 8 is the mathematical model of PLL. So that equation number 8. By seeing the equation number 8, first of all, is it linear or non-linear? And the differential equation is what? There is a differential term, there is an integral term. Because of that, integral differential equation. This equation is called as integral differential equation because integration, differentiation both are involved. And second term is in the form of a sine of phi of tau. Sine of phi of tau, as it is in the form of sine of phi of tau, you know sine is non-linear. It's not a linear function. So because of the presence of sine, because of the presence of integration and differentiation, it is called as non-linear integral differential equation or mathematical model for a PLL. Non-linear equation, non-linear model. Just we modeled PLL as a non-linear mathematical. So that I can show it in the form of diagram. So use this equation 8. Use this equation 8 and you represent in the form of a PLL. So now your PLL is going to become what? Now your PLL is going to become see, referring to this equation, I can model physically like this: summation input phi 1 of p plus, and here it is minus phi 2 of p. Output is phi of t, and phi of t is passed through sine of. So output is going to become sine of phi of tau. So this sine of next, the sine is over, phi of t is over, then it is 2 pi k. So multiplied by 1 by 2 pi k naught. Here this k naught equals to AC, AV, KV, KM. All the constants AC, AV, KV, KM are taken as a k naught. You substitute. AC is measured in terms of what, AV is measured in terms of what, KM, KV, and finally what is the unit of k naught? K naught is a unit of hertz. Okay, so right next, after this, it is multiplied by h of t, so that the clock is h of t, the output one by 2 pi k naught. This term is in the form of integration. Okay, see, I generated the second term, phi 2 of t, in the form of what? Actually, I'll give phi of t, it is passes through a sine function, it's going to become sine phi of t, and multiplied by 2 pi k naught, multiplied into h of t, and in the convoluted form, it is going to become in the form of sine phi of tau into h of t minus tau, a convolution. That convoluted product will be given as input to the integrator. So now it is available in the form of integration from minus infinity to plus infinity. Anyway, that 2 pi k naught is constant at outside. Inside sine phi of t into sine phi of tau into h of t minus tau d tau. So that term is going to be available as a part of phi 2 of t. Input is phi 1 of t, phi of t is equals to phi 1 minus phi 2, where phi 2 equals to the second term. So this is called as a physical model of the PLL as a non-linear model. Previously what we taken it is a general model, a feedback system consisting of 3 components. But now it is not having the same components. You check it. What the operations here? Your multiplier is in the form of, yes, because multiplier, loop filter, VCO. 3 components are there. So now your multiplier is going to be, actually it is a summer and a sine function and again multiplication by a constant 2 pi came out. So this total 3 components is going to replace the role of multiplier, loop filter having a transfer function h of t, and your VCO is replaced by an integrators. VCO is replaced by integrators. That is how a model is converted into a non-linear model with mathematical equations as well as physical model. So is there any doubts? Is there any doubts up to this non-linear model, mathematical equation and a physical diagram? Yes? Anybody? If you have any doubts, please. Is it clear? Faizan? What? What is sine? Sine function is there. Is that sine is linear or non-linear? Phi of tau is now in the form of sine of phi of tau. Is that sine function linear or non-linear? Yeah, because of that sine only. Yes, next part is the next part is I have to modify this into linear. So when I want to do modification, the next stage is what? I have to first of all observe the diagram, observe the mathematical equation. You decide whether what components are there and what role is replaced. Actually, basically my PL is this multiplier, loop filter, VCO. So when I am analyzing my filter for the given 2 inputs, I am going to get this mathematical equation. So based on this mathematical equation, my model is going to become like this. So once it becomes like this, so then what operations are actually replaced in place of simple multiplier, filter and VCO. So in place of multiplier, it is the summation, sine function and a multiplication. 3 components, 3 operations are there. Then as usual loop filter having transfer function h of t, the VCO is replaced by integration operation. So you compare the model and what actually the operations are modified in your non-linear model compared to the general PLL model, mathematically and physically. Okay. So ultimate conclusion is, after having a mathematical equation, having a physical model, mathematical model, the conclusion is it is basically a combination of the term integral differential, and because of this sign it is non-linear. So integral differential equation is a mathematical modeling of my PLL, as because of the term sign I am confirming this model as a non-linear model. Okay. Once we confirm that model is basically a non-linear, and you know in general non-linearity is going to create a lot of difficulty for my analysis. It creates a lot of difficulty for the analysis purpose. So once it is making it difficult, the next question is, do we move blindly or do we think something change? Yes, ultimately we think in terms of what? Make it linear by doing some assumptions. Then you analyze. After that you remove those assumptions and make it practical. If possible, you do it model, which is very close to linear, and you check its response instead of doing directly non-linear model. Okay. The next stage itself is what? And so after doing this, the conclusion is the model is mathematically, physically, it is in the form of integral differential form, and also it is a non-linear model. And we know that non-linear model makes my analysis very difficult, and ultimately we use the concept of linearizing, approximate linear model. We create, then we analyze. So the next step is to what? Make it approximate linear model. Afterwards, you do the analysis. Okay. So next I'm getting linear model. So in this case, what is the why the reason we call it as a non-linear model? We call it as a non-linear because of the sign. Because of the sign term only. Okay. So it starts with some definition. Phi of t, which is equal to phi 1 of t minus phi 2 of t. When this difference is equal to 0, phi of t equal to 0, phase error is 0. Means phi 1 of t is the phase of input S of t, phi 2 of t is the phase of VCO output R of t. So when this phi 1 minus phi 2 is equal to 0, phi of t equal to 0, phi of t equal to 0 is called as phase lock state. When phi of t equal to 0, which is phi 1 is equal to phi 1 of t equals to phi 2 of t. So in that case, your phi 2 of t is following phi 1. Phi 2 of t is going to become attaining the phi 1 of t. There it is going to become equal, approaching to that. When it is approaching to that, when phi 1 of t, phi 2 of t is going to become same, error going to become 0. When phi of t becomes 0, PLL is said to be in locked state. That's what. When phi of t is equal to 0. So what is the phi of t? So phase difference between the two signals, S of t and R of t. If that phi of t equal to 0, then the PLL is said to be phase lock. Phase lock state. Similarly, when phi of t is small, small means compared to 1 radian. When phi of t is very small, very close to 0, then what it is? It is equal to 0 then phase lock state. But not 0, very close to 0. The small I am using 1 compared to 1 radian. So in that case, what actual approximation takes place and what state is going to be attained by the PLL we need to know. So that's what mathematically I can write this phi of t approximately as what? Anybody? With this phi of t is very small, what is the approximation of sin phi of t? This is approximated to what? Is it 0? Limit theta tends to 0, sin of theta is equals to limit theta tends to 0, sin of theta approaches what? Sin of theta equal to 0, sin of theta equal to 0. Theta is not going to become 0 but approaching 0. What answer? Yes? It's a phi of t only. Yes. Take this as equation. 9. So one of the important assumption. I discarded sign. You know, sign is basically a non-linear element of my PLM. Because of this sign only, I concluded it is a non-linear. And as when your phi of t is very close to 0, then sin phi of t will be approximated as phi of t. So what the change? Here sin is there, here no sign. Then it is going to now in the form of a linear. It is going to be now available the terms in the form of linear. In this way, we are converting non-linear model into a linear model. Yes, what is non-linearity present in the previous model? It is because of my sign off. But I am approximating this where sign off is not there. So now it is going to become a linear model. But with what percentage of accuracy is also very important. It is approximately I am writing here. So not exactly. Once it is not exactly, with what percentage of accuracy it is going to maintain. My approximation is going to maintain. So it is also very important. So this is particularly which is accurate to within 4% for phi of t less than 0.5 radians. Yes, I am taking phi of t small compared to 1. Small compared to 1 means what? Is it 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.4, 0.5? What value? So based on that, we need to calculate what much of accuracy we are approximating here. So the error is 4%. So you are accurate at 96%. When the phi of t is less than 0.5 radians. Just you take it, less than 0.5. Error is only 4%. 96% you are accurate, but not 100% because approximately the same, but not exactly. Always that is also very important. When I am approximating something, with what accuracy is also very important. In engineering, we need to do that numerical estimation as well. I cannot say it is approximately equal. With what percentage of error? 96% I am correct. 4% is the error. When I go still smaller, this error is going to become less and we are approaching towards its true value. So with this, the mathematical equation and your physical model, in the what we discussed previously, you discard the sign. You discard the sign term from the mathematical equation of the diagram. It is going to become a linear model. In the tomorrow's class, we discuss that linear model and another 2 bits of the FM or module 2. I think tomorrow I am going to complete the 2 modules.